Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Miller. Every week, I chat with fascinating people from all walks of life in order to bring you knowledge, inspiration, and insight. If you enjoy the show, you can support it by subscribing, leaving a review, and sharing it with a friend. This is the Jeremy Miller Podcast. Nik Golymbiowsky. This is our third podcast.
Third podcast. Do I have a record or anything?
I think I've done like 4 with Pierce.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'd be the next.
Pierce, I'm coming for you, buddy.
Yeah, dude. He also only lives 3 hours from here. You live like 3 days from here. Man, it's good to catch up again. Okay, I think we got to talk about XTRAILS, obviously.
Yeah.
XTRAILS. Tell us what the hell XTRAILS is and where the idea came from, and we'll start there.
Okay, a lot to unpack. XTRAILS is a new race series, the first ever downhill technical trail races shorter than 1 kilometer.
Okay. What a wild idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Downhill only, trail racing. Where did this idea come from?
There's like 2 angles it came from. One from me being someone who wants to watch running, and then one from me being someone who's also a runner. But it was like, there's zero entertainment in the running world. Like watching marathons is boring. Watching ultramarathons is like, oh my God. Like the in-person experience, and then also the, like watching it on your computer.
Yeah.
There's zero entertainment. So this is going to be like the power slap of running, where it's like you get to just either scroll on your phone or watch in person, just the most exhilarating running experience over and over and over again. Like Red Bull crashed ice, just that just excites me. And then as a runner, like we're doing ultras all the time, and my absolute favorite part is just bombing the downhill. Like I'll purposely take the uphill a little bit slower so my legs are fresh to then bomb down. And
that's funny.
And to be like, there's no sport that's just downhill. We have downhill skiing, we have downhill mountain biking. Let's get some downhill running.
That's true, actually. I never thought about that last part. Yeah, it's like yesterday, especially seeing it in person, it reminded me of what I feel like. I was never a part of this scene, but this is what I imagine it would be like skateboarding like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
When like Tony Hawk was like just coming in, and it's like all your buddies would just go to the skate park. You'd fuck around, like somebody would probably break their elbow or like hit their head on the ramp or something. But it's like, it's a bunch of just kids. I call us kids, 20s, 30s, whatever, high school, whatever age, just like messing around, trying to do cool stuff. You got to be a little crazy. You got to be willing to get hurt potentially. It reminded me of that, like that kind of vibe. And I feel like that is missing in today's world of like, kids aren't really out playing. They're all like on iPads, and we're all inside on our phones and computers and playing video games and shit. It's like we're missing that edgy punk kind of thing that I feel like skateboarding used to have, or maybe surfing or something. I don't know. It's cool. It had like such a fun vibe to it. Yeah.
I mean, the vintage like skateboarding scene is such an inspiration. That's why I brought a wad of cash. Because usually like whenever there's a big skate meetup, they do like best trick competition, and then anyone who lands a cool trick or gives a good effort, they just kind of throw money at them. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to bring this to running. Like, let me just like anyone who gets a good effort or a good fall, or last night I said, anyone who runs it faster than a minute, you're getting paid out. You're getting cash.
Everybody broke a minute.
Every single person ran faster than a minute.
On the first run too.
Yeah. But I was happy to see it. It just meant that like, because a minute wasn't easy to get.
Yeah.
So everyone was sending it.
Yeah, dude. And the Hill of Life, for anybody that doesn't know Austin, Texas, or has never been to the Hill of Life, it's like one of the more technical trails you can run on. It's like, it's not crazy steep. Like, what do you think you lose in like the 250 meters of length? You probably lose like 50 meters.
Yeah, about
maybe.
That.
So it's like, it's not crazy steep, but it's like these big drop-offs of these like man-made concrete things, and then it's limestone, so the rocks are just super hard and sharp, and it's like fist-sized rocks everywhere. Like it's ankle break city, basically.
Just big drop-offs, just out of nowhere, huge drop-offs.
Yeah. It's just like, it's such a wild concept. Like when I posted videos like to promote it, all the comments are like, "This looks fun, but count me out.
Not for me."
Yeah, not for me. Enjoy your. Somebody said something about like, one misstep and you'll be eating pudding for the rest of your life or something because of like hitting your head or breaking your collarbone or like any injury really. But it's just like, it's a select group of people that are willing to go bomb down a hill, especially a hill like the Hill of Life.
Yeah. In the creation of this new sport or this new branch of running, I'm realizing that runners aren't the people who want to be doing this.
Yeah.
Like all the runners, they're all scared about hurting themselves. They're going to ruin their marathon training block. They're going to ruin something. So I'm really just trying to figure out who this person is, like who the ideal like avatar is. Right now, it's just people who have experience on the mountains and are like adventurous, kind of like adrenaline junkies.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't have to train for it necessarily.
Not at all.
Like you don't need a lot of physical fitness. Like as long as you can run 250 meters or under a K basically, like you can do it. Anybody can do that.
It's more of a lifestyle thing. Like no one's going to be training for this race. You can't really train for it other than just having reps of going downhill and knowing how to pick your line and being comfortable in that type of speed.
Yeah, it's more like technique based than fitness, really. Mm-hmm. And it's like having a very fast cadence and like being able to be light on your feet and just turn your feet over really quickly.
Yeah. And
have that decision making in the moment. Cause like, dude, I looked at my pace from my fastest rep yesterday and I wasn't even the fastest. I was like second to last, I think. Yeah. But still, it was like 51 seconds for 250 meters. And my pace per mile was like 5:20 per mile. And that's downhill on a like crazy technical trail. So that's, I think like 3:15 per K, 3:10 per K. It's like, it's nearly sprinting.
Yeah.
And, it's just like, I don't know. You have to be so locked in and so much adrenaline's flowing when you're just like ripping down a trail. It's so exhilarating.
Dude, that's another favorite part of why I want this sport to be better, bigger. Whenever you're doing it, you can't think about anything else. It's a forced flow state.
Yeah.
And it's just so beautiful to have, like, it's basically meditation.
Yeah, if you take your mind off it for a second, you're going down.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you rolled, the funniest part of this, most ironic, is Nik, the only one that got hurt yesterday was Nik, the guy who came up with this whole crazy idea.
Arguably the most experienced downhill.
Yeah. And it was on the warm-up too.
Yeah, I finished the run. Like I was like, okay, guys, let's go check out the course. 50% speed. We do the whole thing. I finish, and then my first step that I stopped running and started walking, my ankle just went.
Because you probably were like, okay, we're done running. I can look around or think about something else. Just weren't focused.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, I gotta stay focused. But I still ran on it. I don't know if that was smart or really stupid.
I mean, there's a reel of it if you want to see what his ankle looked like. It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
It was pretty swollen. It was like double the size of your other one.
Yeah.
But that's XTRAILS, dude.
Still faster than you.
What did you run, like 49 or something?
Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, there was a part in like the back of my head of like, don't do this. Like, just don't go 100%. I know for a fact I didn't go 100%.
Yeah.
Like I was maybe like 90, 95. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I have a race. And I don't want to say my career rides on not getting hurt. My career, that's such a stupid term. But like,
it's a big deal.
To be able to make content in like the running world, I have to be able to run. And if I crack my ankle in half, can't make very good running content. So, but with that, 90% effort, you still get all that, which is fun. And the cool thing with this too is like my 90% or 100% is different from yours and the next person. Like it's you versus you, just like every other aspect of running.
Dude, seeing the people who I assume were giving their 100% yesterday was so crazy to see. I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy who came in the camo pants.
Dude, he just did one run and left. He's like,
blitzed it. Dude, we were all, he wasn't wearing running shoes. He was wearing a big Scarpa or La Sportiva hiking boots.
Bro, maybe there's something to that. More ankle support, maybe?
Yeah. He was like, I'm wearing pants because if I fall, I don't want to scratch my legs.
But then he went shirtless too, which I'm like, must not care about his upper body. Dude, he was flying. I remember he like lunged off of this like drop off and like smoked his head on like a branch hanging down. Dude, he sent it. It's like, I didn't think people were going to send it that hard. Did you think people would go that hard?
No, that's why I put the cash incentive for under a minute. And then boom, 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 boom.
Everybody did it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's you made a good point. Like I don't think the average typical like marathon runner, that's not the target demographic for this. It's like
skydivers or something.
Yeah, like people that are like Red Bull athletes or something that crave adrenaline and just like those exhilarating I might die kind of moments. Bro, cuz like we had a nurse on standby fortunately, we didn't really have to use her. But because I was like, dude, somebody, if it's one misstep and you go into a tree or like you hit your head on a rock, like somebody could die out here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I said the race was bring your own helmet.
yeah.
Because to my knowledge, I haven't done much research on this, but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to wear helmets or safety gear on like other running courses.
Oh,
So,
I've never thought about that.
I mean, I've never seen anyone do it, and the rules are pretty strict with all these runs, like what you're allowed to bring, what you're not allowed to bring. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but we're allowed helmets. It was BYOH, bring your own helmet.
Yeah. I didn't see anybody with like pads or anything.
I thought we would.
Yeah, I assume somebody would maybe have like elbow pads or something on. A helmet would be fun.
Would you send it faster? Get a helmet?
Oh my God, dude.
It might give you a false sense of security.
I know. I'm like, you might be like a little more lax because you have that like extra safety protection, but I don't know. Maybe if I had like full hockey pads.
Yeah.
Because it's like, then if I fall, then at least it's not going to hurt. But like, it's the ankles, like the rolled ankles, dude. That's like the number one. There's really nothing you can do about that. There's no safety protection.
Have you ever rolled your ankle?
Oh, I did it today. I do it all the time. But I don't know if it's like from playing hockey or something, but I've rolled my ankle hundreds of times and it's never like been a sprain. And I've seen like somebody's taken a video of me before and my ankle was like bent in half and it hurts for like 10 minutes and then it just goes away. So I don't know. Maybe I just haven't done it bad enough, but I've rolled it quite a bit and I've never had like a real serious injury.
Lucky dude. Lucky dude.
How's yours feeling today?
I'm definitely out for a week or two.
Really? Do you think it's that bad?
Yeah.
Dude, that video I got yesterday was gnarly. It looked like a baseball on the side of your ankle.
And I was still so in the moment I couldn't admit that it was hurting me.
Yeah.
Where you see me wincing in pain.
Dude, that looked gnarly. But you still ran 3 times after that.
The last one I started feeling it. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. If somebody, well, I guess before I ask that question, is there going to be more of these XTRAILS?
100%. I already planned them out. I was the next one's in Montreal, and then the next one after that is in Quebec City, and that's in June and July. I'm pretty sure.
Montreal in June, and Quebec in July. Quebec City.
Yeah.
And Nik is based in Montreal. If you didn't know that, dude, that's gonna be sick. Any more in the U.S. You think? Or
100%.
Okay.
I actually had a guy reach out to me, being like, "Yo, I have the perfect trail in New England."
Oh, really?
And then doing it on a sand dune would be my like ideal.
Oh, bro. I mean, that's like lowest risk of injury possible.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be fun. There's I think I told you yesterday. There's sand dunes in Idaho, like kind of on the border of Wyoming.
Yeah.
We used to go there and like ride 4-wheelers and stuff. That'd be a perfect place.
Yeah.
Bro, sand dunes. You'd get so many people for that. I feel like because it's like almost impossible to get
It's
hurt.
entry level. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I don't think it gets riskier than the Hill of Life. Like, you couldn't have picked a more dangerous first trail.
Yeah. I like it. But it's wide. It's wide. It's not.
That's true.
else.
It's wide.
If it was a single trail with that,
yeah.
Material of the ground,
For sure. Yeah. Especially, I mean, if there's like trees right next to you or something. Yeah, that's super dangerous. But that's kind of the point, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like, were you secretly hoping for some like wipeouts yesterday?
I mean, it's part of the sport.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to get hurt, but seeing someone wipe out, it's always like fun and funny. Because usually what happens is you just kind of like do a tuck and roll. Maybe you get a scratch.
Right.
Maybe a couple of bruises. But I've done this like 5 times, like unofficially. And like anytime you see someone get hurt, it's like they get up, they're fine. Like no one's ever been injured from this sport.
Yeah, no like broken collarbones or anything.
No.
Yeah. It's like that is probably the difference between that and like mountain biking is almost everybody I know, they get really messed up on mountain bikes. Like break a collarbone, break an arm.
You're going so much faster.
Yeah. And you're like on this contraption that you have less control over versus like just your feet or your body. That makes sense. Man, I mean, I feel like inevitably, the more of these you do,
someone's going to get hurt.
Somebody, as long as you get it on video, I guess.
There's, I'm trying to think of some type of safety gear. Because I know in like horseback riding, you wear this like very thin vest. And then only once you fall off the horse does the vest like...
Oh, like an airbag.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be smart, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the next thing for XTRAILS is like a or like the surfing thing for like big wave surfing, where I think it senses like the pressure of the water. If you get deep enough, it like blows up like an airbag and you float to the top.
Yeah.
Something like that, basically.
I think it'd have to be something like either connected to your wrist or your elbow. And then just doing like your normal movements will be fine. Whenever it feels like a violent movement,
Yeah.
it's like the same like a seatbelt, then it would deploy.
Yeah, because you'd have to do it before you hit the ground somehow. Yeah, if it like exceeds a certain velocity or something.
Yeah.
There's probably some engineer out there that
Yeah,
can figure it out. Dude, what a crazy concept. And the like content I've posted from it, it performs so good because it's
All
just
the time.
so
All
wild
the
to
time.
watch somebody sprinting down. And it's like, it has that like that X factor of like, it's crazy enough that most people wouldn't be willing to do it. It's like a Daredevil kind of thing, or like Red Bull. That's why Red Bull's so sick, is because it's like people doing these crazy things that the average person has no desire to do, but you get that one crazy person that's willing to go do it.
But I think there's a lot of people who will want to do it.
Yeah.
They're just not the typical runner.
Right. Yeah. It's I think it'll just take some time to like find that specific demographic of people. I mean, I'm sure there's people listening to this right now. It's probably more of like, oh, I'd never want to do that. It's too crazy.
Yeah. But I don't know, like for me personally, if I were to see this and I just see people sending it downhill, I'm like, oh my God, I'll fly to go do this. Like, this is my thing.
You're also not the average runner.
I'm not.
I mean, you've posted a lot of content of this. Like, is that also kind of where the idea came from? Of like, because you post a lot of videos of like from your run club and stuff, people just sending it downhill.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said you personally just like love doing it yourself, but like that content, seeing it perform well, does that have anything to do with it too?
With the creation of the sport, or
Yeah, with like the idea for XTRAILS of like,
yeah, it's just like the main root of it is just so fun.
yeah.
And then the people who come to my run club, like they all love sending the downhill. So there's something to it.
It's definitely it's exhilarating for sure. Like when you're doing it, you're just like I felt good afterwards.
Dude, you just end up laughing like a little kid.
It's so much fun. Dude, the best part was we had this 14-year-old Carter come out. He like saw my YouTube short, he said, and he's there with his dad, just like this little kid, and he ripped. I think he ended up taking second place by like just
by a second,
by 1 second. And dude, he was flying, just ripping the trails, like no fear. 14 years old, and he said he never even ran on trails before. He had a brand new pair of Topos on, and just sent it. And it got second place. That's so
like,
crazy.
I broke in the shoes now. But yeah, that's what's so cool about this is it really levels the playing field.
Yeah.
Because it's all about like your decision making in the moment. So it doesn't matter how physically fit you are. It's just like, okay, well, how are you going to perform for this 30 seconds, 60 seconds?
Yeah. Yeah. But I saw him go, he ran like what, 43 seconds or something? The winner was 42.
Yeah.
Dude, like watching the video of him, like I've watched like 10 times because his form is like perfect. He probably weighs maybe like 100 pounds. Like he's just a small kid, and he's just like floating over the top of these rocks.
It reminded me of seeing like little kids skiing.
Yeah.
Like how they could just like be so effortless, and if they fall, they don't even care.
Right. Yeah, it's like because they just have such little body weight that it's like not a lot of force for impact or anything.
He's in full stride the whole time.
Oh, dude,
amazing to see.
It was wild to watch. And then we got the guy, just the random guy that was on the Hill of Life doing like a workout.
Vince?
Yeah, Vince.
Yeah.
How did you ask how old he was?
I think he's in his 60s.
Yeah, I was gonna guess like 62 or something, late 50s at least. And he sent it a few times, and dude, it's just like every single person you watch run down is like this smile on their face, just like locked in. Oh, it's so cool.
He had no clue there were prizes and cash involved, and he ends up winning one of the awards. And he's like, oh, "Are you like so happy?" He's like, "I'm making a donation in your name."
Yeah. He was such a nice dude, and the best part was that he just like would happen to be on the trail. He's like, "What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
can I hop in?"
And he was the only person who walked down the whole trail and planned out every step of the line. He's like, "Okay, like this is gonna be the fastest way to transition into that cliff."
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Very methodical.
Dude, what a crazy concept. What's like the ultimate goal with it, you think? Have you thought it that far?
I want the ultimate goal to be like, whenever there's an athlete or a person that discovers running, like we all have, there's these lanes. Like, okay, there's track and field, there's being a marathoner, trying to get my fastest marathon. Maybe I want to run 100 miles in the wilderness. I want XTRAILS to be like a real consideration for all these runners to be like, okay, I want to be a downhill specialist. I want to be a downhill sprinter.
Yeah, so it's just like another type of mainstream running, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
like
like
that.
there's different types of skateboarding, different types of skiing. Like this needs to be a part of running.
Right. I mean, like ultra running has blown up in the last few years.
It's
Like,
complete opposite.
yeah, like the amount of 100-milers and these 200-mile races now, it's like they're so popular. And I feel like marathons are probably the most popular in terms of like participants now. But like 100-milers, it's like 100 miles isn't even, it's still cool, but it's like, I know 50 people that have done 100 miles. It's like not that unique anymore, which is fine. But it's just like ultra running, if you can get people to run 100 miles, like I think you can get people to run 200 meters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And arguably like 100 miles takes a bigger toll on your body.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. As long as, I mean, depending on the extent of your potential injury from XTRAILS.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
I ran 3 hours a day after doing it yesterday.
Yeah. People are getting injured in the 100-milers too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, overuse, and you can roll your ankle just as easily there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the exact same downhill that you would.
For
Like it's not
sure.
like it's a brand new type of trail.
Yeah. Dude, I love that idea. I think there's so much potential to it. And that's why I'm like down to like help you promote it and like and do all this stuff, because I see so much potential. And I think it's needed to like shake up the running world, because running is on this like big peak, I feel like right now, just as a whole, like probably mostly from COVID. People on social media like blowing up marathons and ultras and all this stuff. There's a lot of like good creators doing it now. And I feel like now brands like Satisfy are such a good example of the like, what's the word? The people that just like shake up an industry, the like disruptors. I feel like XTRAILS could be like a disruptor in the industry of running.
It's trying to be.
Dude, it has that same kind of vibe as like TSP, the Speed Project, or Satisfy, or like even like Bandit. They're like a little cleaner, I guess, but Bandit does a good job of like that edgy kind of.
A guy who was on the trail yesterday, when he saw what we were doing, he's like, "Oh, this reminds me exactly of Rally Group B or something like that," which was all these
Oh yeah, I heard him say that. What is
race
that?
cars, and they like instead of like conforming to like one of the I have no clue about it, just what this guy told me, but what was already happening, like the predetermined leagues. He was like, they made a league where there was 0 rules. So all the manufacturers were just hopping up the cars with as much horsepower as possible. And it was insane, extreme, and just so many people got hurt. Dude,
I love that. Have you ever seen the movie Lords of Dogtown?
No.
You haven't? Oh, bro, go watch it today. Download it. Lords of Dogtown. It's a true story of these skateboarders in like the 70s or 80s in California. Like skateboarding used to be like, it looked like a dance competition. There'd be like a platform you would just like roll out on. You do some like maybe an ollie or just like these little like spins, and like it was not exciting at all. And then like all these, they're like surfers and like these punk kids in California started doing like, maybe they invented like the ollie or like doing actual tricks and jumps and all this stuff with skateboards. And then when they showed up, people were like so pissed off because they're like, this isn't skateboarding. Like, what are you doing? And now it's like, that's what skateboarding is now, is what they were doing, because they disrupted this like whole industry. And I feel like running, I love running, but it has like this weird like stigma sometimes of like, you gotta just like run this pace and like you gotta not break any rules and like follow the whatever. But again, brands like Satisfy are like going directly against that.
Yeah. No, that's what, like, with the community that I've been creating with URCM, like my run club, it's always been to go against that. Like, running's supposed to, or people view running as something that's like super healthy, and I'm using running as my form of exercise and my form of fitness, where it's, in my opinion, running's just a lifestyle. And integrating my personal beliefs, which is like question all authority, rules are meant to be broken, into running. This is what the outcome is.
Yeah, I love that. And that's dude, that's where like any good idea is born, I think, is you take what already exists and then just do it differently.
Yeah.
Or do it better.
Yeah.
And some like add some uniqueness to it. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I love marathons, but it's like marathon feels like such a just mainstream, like it's like it's not that unique anymore. And it needs to be disrupted. The running industry could be disrupted for sure. And I think this could be a part of that.
Dude, we could create like a whole, like a different specific type of shoe that you need, which would be like aggressive with a lot of heel cushion or something.
Yeah.
And everything could just be new and exciting again.
I mean, it's like they had to create ultra shoes or trail shoes when people started trail running more. or like track spikes.
Yeah.
People started sprinting. Yeah, interesting. I feel like High Rocks is a good example of another kind of disruptor in an industry of like they saw the like lack of accessibility for people for like CrossFit of like you got to be this jacked dude that can do power snatches and like pull-ups and muscle-ups and all this stuff, and like what if we created like a more accessible functional type of fitness? And it's like High Rocks comes in, and now I feel like CrossFit's kind of dead or dying. Like it definitely doesn't have the hype it used to, because now you've got this other thing that's like disrupted the industry.
Yeah, I'm sure all the CrossFitters wanted to start doing High Rocks. I still haven't done one.
Dude, you should. You'd crush, because you have the like base strength, foundational strength. Obviously, you have the endurance and like the speed. I've seen you. Obviously, you can sprint. Dude, you'd rip High Rocks. But yeah, it's the same. Like all the CrossFitters now are getting into High Rocks because there's more attention to it, or more attention in it, and probably more money too. Dude, interesting. I just love people like you who can who are willing to go against the grain and like do something different.
It's an uphill battle.
It is. It's like you're gonna get kicked in the ass 1,000 times.
Yep.
And you're gonna get told no 1,000 times.
Yep.
But it's like, dude, look at any good business or product or anything ever, and it at some point was a disruptor, or it was some unique take on some pre-existing industry or something that like at first people didn't understand it, but like it just kept showing up, and people finally understood it. Like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah, I was a bit like upset yesterday, like after the event happened, with like the turnout, because I wanted obviously I wanted hundreds of people there.
Right.
And I was like, why did we have less people than I was expecting? And I was calling my friends, and they're like, dude, like this is your moment. They referenced like a video of like Travis Scott performance, like an empty stage, and he's like, take it all in. Like this is what's supposed to happen. Like this is the perfect speed,
dude. Because it makes it that much sweeter when it does pop off, and it's like then you have an XTRAILS event with like 150 people.
Yeah.
Or you have like a wait list of like 1,000 people trying to get into a race or something.
Yeah.
It's like, remember that first one when we had like 30 people or whatever
that didn't show up?
Yeah. It's like, it just makes it even better. But it's, I mean, it's just like anything else in life. It's like the people that don't quit that end up winning. It's like, if you don't quit, you can't lose.
Yeah.
You just keep showing up.
One of my other buddies was like, yeah, well, if you did have everything figured out and this first event was a massive success, that'd be pretty fishy.
For sure.
Something's weird about that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like our like first month of Switchback was like a flop, and then it's like you just keep showing up.
Yeah,
just keep showing up. Yeah, it's like your first video you post isn't gonna go viral.
Oh, it's supposed to be awful.
Yeah, but maybe your 100th one might go viral. Yeah, it's just like anything else. Dude, I love that. Anything else on like XTRAILS before we move on? But beyond XTRAILS? I mean, like, do you think this is gonna be like a worldwide, like global kind of thing? Like,
I want it to be.
Get it in Europe.
I tried throwing an event in Thailand, but no one showed up.
Really?
Yeah. But I messed up. I did it on the wrong, like apparently all the locals work on Saturdays and they have Sundays off. And I threw the event on a Saturday and no one showed up. And it was super hot. I realized like, I'm making a lot of mistakes, but I need to be making them.
Do you have an audience in Thailand?
No.
That probably doesn't help.
No, I was putting flyers up. There was one like runner cafe that I was like, hey, like, can I put this here? Can you promote this? And they're like, sure. But yeah, it was like a terrible timing, terrible everything.
Damn, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
When it works out, it makes it that much better. Dude, I love that. I wonder, like, I mean, Colorado would be a sick place, like Denver or something.
Yep.
I mean, any city with like a lot of people, just more crazy people statistically.
Yeah.
Percentage wise.
Also doesn't other than the Hill of Life, like I don't know where we could have done this.
I don't know if there is another place really. As in terms of trails, there's like some really steep roads people would do like hill repeats on, but
it's been on my mind doing this like XTRAILS urban.
That could be cool too.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's more accessible for people also. Dude, there's a crazy hill not far from Hill of Life. It's a road.
Zilke, something like that.
I mean, there's Zilker Park, but it's called like River Place or something. It's like a 3-mile long hill, I think. And it's like crazy steep, and you could for sure do this there.
I feel like that might be more dangerous.
I was just thinking that too.
Than falling on the trails.
I'd rather fall on a trail than a road.
Yeah.
I mean, road rash, like you're getting.
Oh.
and there's nothing to stop you from rolling.
Yeah, if I do it urban, I would want a big crash pad at the end.
Yeah.
So just run straight into the crash pad.
This idea is just so wild to me. And I love the comments on the content that, like, I'm sure you've gotten even more because you post a lot more stuff like this, but like I've gotten so many funny comments. Like there was a guy, it was on Facebook. All my like Instagram reels go to Facebook automatically. And I was looking at it this morning and this guy put like some long thing about how like running downhill is like 40% more impact on your knees. And he's like, I'm just glad it's not my body doing this. I'm like, good for you, buddy. I'm having fun while you're sitting on your couch. Yeah, I think any good idea is not going to be understood by people. By the vast majority of people.
Yeah.
Because it's
all
something
great
new.
ideas are hated.
Yeah. Dude, have you read that book? The Rick Rubin book?
Yeah, of course.
Dude.
That's a creativity Bible.
It's so good. I kind of treat it like a Bible in a way. Because the chapters are like 2 pages long. I just read like one like chapter a day. It's so good. And I like that's like a main thing he talks about is like any form, like I would say XTRAILS is a form of art. It's
Definitely.
like, it's an expression of like your beliefs and opinions. And it's just like, that's all any piece of art is like, as long as you're being true to yourself and you're just literally putting your thoughts out into the world, that's good art. And it's like, don't try and be like somebody else. Don't follow trends. Just like do what you enjoy. Like Steve Jobs, that was a big thing with Apple was like, just make products that we want to use.
Yeah.
And if anybody else likes it, great.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing. I'm making events that I want to be doing.
I love that.
Like I had so much fun doing it.
That's so sick.
And I even said like, is it bad if I win my own event? And then I got smoked.
I was expecting you to be like one of the faster people.
Yeah. I think if I didn't roll my ankle, I could have give Mason a run for his money.
Yeah.
But
freaking Mason, dude.
Yeah.
He's got that dog. It's like subtle.
Yeah.
Because most of the time it's like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
But it like when it comes to competition, he'll like dig deep.
Yeah,
I wasn't surprised when he won. Just because he has that like that thing he can tap into.
He's fit and funny.
Yeah, I love Mason.
Yeah.
Dude, well, the future of XTRAILS. I think XTRAILS is the future of trail running, or a part of the future of trail running. The name is sick. The logo is sick. The concept is sick. Just like, I think you just got to keep doing them.
Yeah.
Keep like spreading the word.
Yeah. The plan is right now, I think I might have told you this already, but how I want to keep moving forward, because doing all these like one-off singular standalone events is going to be harder to draw an audience and just harder on its own. So I want to start kind of just like collabing with races, like ultra races, and just be like, hey, you have an entire weekend with your race. There's empty hours. Let me fill in one of those hours with XTRAILS. It's going to increase your signups. The crew's going to have participation. People who are just kind of hanging around, they're going to have something to do or something to watch.
Yeah.
And zero cost for them. All they got to do is like let us use their parking lot, their porta potties, and like a kilometer of their trail.
Yeah, that's smart.
And everyone's already there.
Right. That's a good idea. Yeah, there's it's kind of like that sort of at Leadville. It's called the Silver Rush, I think. It's like the 50-mile version of the Leadville 100. It's like a few months before, and you can, the first mile of the race, I think it's a mile, maybe half a mile, is straight uphill. And the first person that gets to the top, there's like a golden coin or something, and that's an automatic entry into Leadville 100.
Ooh.
So it kind of reminds me of that, of like, it's a part of this larger race, but it's like this built-in like little mini race to like who can get that gold coin first.
Yeah, I just think it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Like they get more participation, they get more signups, they get millions of more views.
Yeah.
And then I get to grow the sport.
Yeah, dude, the content from it performs good.
Yeah, yeah. No, even if it's bad content, like from a low quality phone, not even in the center of the frame, shaky, it still performs well.
Okay, I mean, there's a weird human thing. It's like the gladiators. Like people just like watching other people in pain.
Yeah.
People like watching other people suffer.
Or take risk.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, I'm glad that's not me.
Yeah.
But I want to watch.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's like it's exhilarating just as the viewer.
Yeah, and it's so fast paced.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I feel like you could eventually sell tickets for like spectating.
That's what I want to do. Yeah, I realized like since there were a lot of no shows yesterday, that I just need to start charging for the event. So people have like skin in the game and don't just sign up just to be like, whatever, I'll sign up, and if I want to go, I'll go. Because that gives us a completely false sense of demand.
Right.
And then charge like $5 just to come and show up. And I mean, dude, the winners got like thousands of dollars of prizes.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I went away with like $20 yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you make the sign up, I mean, it'd be worth testing at least for like a couple of events.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't know unless you test. Is like, it's like if I sign up for a run club and it doesn't cost anything, it's like, oh, if I don't go, doesn't matter, I didn't lose anything. But if I pay $20 or something, I'm like, I'm gonna go because I paid my $20. So it'd be worth testing at least, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like marathons, you got to pay for it. High rocks, you got to pay for it. Whatever. Any ultra.
And all the cash is going to go straight back to the runners.
Yeah.
Because I think that's going to be like part of the sport. Like it needs to be something consistent throughout every XTRAILS.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's a wad of cash, and if you perform hard, you're getting paid.
Dude, and who's not motivated by cash? Like, I don't care how pure of a human you are. If somebody's going to give you like $30 or $20, $50, whatever. Like, cause I like what you did yesterday. You're like, if you beat your first time, I'll double your money.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck, it's only $10. But just that little amount.
Let me win.
I'm like, I don't need $10, but I wouldn't mind $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dude, money's a funny motivator. And it's like, it's not like you're giving them like literally thousands of dollars or something. It's just like a little bit of, and it's fun. It's like a fun aspect of it. I love that.
And they're giving away like $300 yesterday.
Dude, that's sick.
But I'm so happy to have done it.
Yeah, that's fun. I mean,
cash prize races are getting like smaller and smaller. They used to be like very like frequent. Be like, oh yeah, there's a cash prize at the end of this race.
Yeah.
And now it's going away.
Yeah, I don't see it a lot. I'm sure. I know with like the bigger 100-mile races and stuff, they get cash. Like one of the big marathons.
How much are they even getting?
I have no idea. I know High Rocks. I think they get paid decently. It's like, I'm gonna get it wrong. I think it's like 10 grand maybe if you win like one of the major races or something. I don't know. Running there's just not a ton of like money in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's plenty of potential, but yeah, I don't know.
So that's the idea to have. We didn't even talk about this. I want to have like a series basically where people come, like let's say they like earn their points to go to the finale. You have to get this many points to get in the XTRAILS finale.
It's like a season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have like a massive prize for the finale.
That'd be cool. It's almost like the NASCAR.
Yeah.
Or like golf or something where it's like you play all these tournaments or like all these extra races, you get like points and whatnot. That'd be cool actually.
Yeah. That's what we're doing for the long form. The long form episodes on YouTube.
When will that be out, you think?
It'd probably take a month to make.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I think that's a realistic timeline, 1 month after the event.
And what's the goal with the long form content?
To have like the same viewing experience as like Wipeout or American Ninja Warrior, like to have like that like a TV show that's being driven by this like unique sport, and then you're understanding that there's characters that are repeating. You get to understand them, their backstory, and seeing them like go out throughout the season. And then the season will probably be based on locations like Canada, USA, West Coast, East Coast, Asia.
Yeah, that's smart. I love that. That's a good idea. Yeah, because then it's like people can get invested in the characters and the story of it, and not just like, oh, watch this person wipe out maybe.
Yeah, it's not just watching this one after another after another. There's going to be a bit more meat to it.
Yeah, I like that. That's smart. Dude, I love the idea for this.
Did you meet Lyndon yesterday?
We chatted like briefly.
Ah, dude. So we interviewed her because I think she's going to be someone she loves the sport.
Yeah.
And she's from my hometown. So she's going to be like someone who's coming over and over and over again. It's so awesome that she's able to like represent the women.
Nice.
But dude, she's just insane, man.
Was she the one that she's in a couple of the clips I've seen you post, right?
Yeah.
She lives in Montreal.
Yeah.
Dude, she goes hard.
Yeah.
There's one her like elbow was all like cut up and stuff.
Dude, she has a little torn calf and she still sent it yesterday. She's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And she sees everyone going. She's like, okay, just one.
That's wild.
Yeah. Just so gritty.
Dude, that's the draw of XTRAILS. Dude, she seems like the female version of you, I think. Of like just psycho in the best way.
Yeah. Yeah. She might be more competitive than I am.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, she was definitely, was she the only girl that went yesterday?
Did Ashley go?
I don't think
She might have been the only woman who sent it.
Dude, take some balls.
Yeah.
Or whatever the female version of balls is. Ovaries. I don't know. Dude, I want to go do it again.
Yeah.
Like today it was hard because I did 3 hours out there today. on the same trail, and I wanted to like send it so bad, but I'm like, I have to be out here for 3 hours. I probably shouldn't. But my first one, I pushed it a little bit.
Yep.
And I think I felt more confident because a big part of downhill trail running is confidence and just like trusting yourself. And I felt more confident on the downhills today. And I think just because I've never like fully sent it like I did yesterday. And after doing that, I was like, oh, this is fine. I'm going half the speed.
If you start practicing on like dirt, you're going to be flying downhill.
Yeah. What do you like if anybody wants to come to the next one or do one of these eventually or like practice and get better downhill running? Like, what do you have any like advice or tips?
Strong core. Get your core really strong. And yeah, just like really practicing like your vision, like carving out your line.
Yeah, it's so mental.
Yeah.
It's like it's just decision making. And like being quick on your feet, like metaphorically quick on your feet. Like being able to, and physically obviously. But just being able to like pivot and move and like, oh, this rock's here, I'm gonna put my foot here. It's like mind to foot, or what is it? Foot-eye coordination, whatever. Yeah. Dude, that's wild. You're onto something here.
Trying to be. I'm putting a lot of, maybe not all my eggs, but a lot of my eggs in this basket.
I'm excited to see what happens. I feel like now that we've done the first one, and like you've got a lot of content from it, more marketing material. Yeah. People are probably hopefully starting to hear from it. Like,
and then like in Montreal, like I have a huge community.
Yeah.
So I know I'm gonna be able to get a lot of people's ears on it if they want to come.
Yeah.
We'll see. But a lot of people will be able to know like this is happening this Saturday.
Yeah. Do you have a date set for the one in Montreal?
I do. Let me pull it up. It is...
I bet at least one person listening to this lives in Montreal. Or in the area. Or nearby.
June 7th.
Oh, that's soon.
Yeah.
That's like 2 weeks? 3
and
weeks?
Then, what is this? July 12th, Quebec City.
Are you, one of the other things we debated on was like time of day to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to test different, like maybe do in the evening, like sunset?
I just think the vibe is just so much more of a sunset evening type of event.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I don't know, it pairs with like wanting to drink, wanting to be entertained.
Yeah.
Doing it first thing in the morning is just a little, like, I think we're used to it as like going to marathons, going to ultramarathons, but I think this event just meant more for the nighttime. Yeah,
it would definitely be worth testing like at 5 p.m. start or something. Yeah. Yeah, because I wonder if that's part of the reason it was like fewer.
Saturday at 9 a.m., people are not coming if they went out.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was 100 degrees.
And even in Austin, like people are like, there was a mile race called like Heat Check, one of the run clubs put on, and they had like a pretty good turnout. But it's like they're just running a mile.
That was yesterday?
Yeah, not like trying to kill themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the time of day is a deterrence, but I think it could change the vibe of it for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Phoenix is one of the sponsors, and they make like amazing lights, so we'll be able to like light up the whole trail.
Oh, like a nighttime one, like in the dark.
Once it starts getting towards the sunset, like you want to just have some light. Nighttime ones would be awesome, but maybe just like highlighting, like putting extra light on some of like if there's a pothole or a big rock or something, just make sure that you see it.
That could be sick.
Yeah.
A nighttime version. That's like Take the Bridge.
Yes.
It's like those are always at night. That's such a cool vibe. Yeah. Damn, if you want to do a nighttime one at Hill of Life, let me know.
We need a ton of lights.
Bro, that trail. The tarantulas come out at night on the Hill of Life too.
It's exciting.
Yeah. It's maybe
get a little cash bonus for running with a tarantula. Did you finish with one?
Yeah. They don't bite. They're not venomous. Dude, I love that. Well, I'm excited to see this thing grow.
I'm excited to have you on more.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, God. I want
to bring polls.
I want to send it so bad, but my brain is like, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I pushed it for sure, but I know it wasn't 100%.
And you were stopping because your drones were hitting the trees.
Fuck, dude. That's damn drone. I got two good full attempts in.
Yeah.
Then I brought out the drone.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm excited, man. How about outside of XTRAILS, what else you got going on?
Really just like tons of events with URCM.
Is that Ultra Run Club Montreal? Is that what it stands for?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We used to be called Ultra Runners Montreal, but then we had a little brand identity. We revamped it. Ultra Run Club Montreal. And yeah, we have tons and tons of events. So obviously like XTRAILS is going to be like, it's going to be the same people.
How many people do you have at your run club?
So we throw a monthly event, and those events usually get like 100 to 200 people.
Nice.
But then on the weekly Tuesday nights, somewhere between like 10 and 30.
Nice. That's a good group.
Yeah.
I've thought about doing a trail group here. Somebody mentioned that to me yesterday. They're like, you should just do because we like this morning we had like 7 or 8 people out running. We kind of have like an unofficial Sunday morning, like Hill of Life trail group. But it'd be fun to do like a proper one. Like because
Vince says that he has one.
Oh yeah, there is one in Austin. I think they're older. They're like in their like 30s. I mean, that guy's like 60. Yeah. So there is one, but I think they're older.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun to get like a younger crowd together.
We didn't even mention that I'm in the presence of the local legend,
bro,
of the Hill of Life.
There's definitely people that run it more than me, but I'm guessing they just don't have Strava because I haven't done it that much.
Yeah.
Like I've done like maybe 10 or 15 hours in the last like month because local legends on the last 30 days. I bet I've done like 15 hours maybe. There's definitely people that do it more than me.
Just all the time.
But I'm guessing they just don't have Strava.
Yeah.
But I am the local legend of the Hill of Life. Thank you. And yet I was one of the slowest people yesterday. I'll beat all the people in endurance though. I'll go farther than them.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to me.
Okay. Maybe not you. You're not from here though, so you don't count.
No.
You have real mountains where you live.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where you're hosting at Montreal, is that clip where I've seen like there's like that guy that eats shit?
Yeah. So that event is called Ebouli Tumble. That one's a bit different because you run up and run down. That's gonna be like, I guess, like a collab between URCM and XTRAILS. That event's always so fun. But no, the one in Montreal is gonna be a different location, somewhere that could handle a lot more people.
Nice. Did you start URCM?
Yep.
Nice. And you're like the main leader?
Me and Alexis, we both pour our heart and soul into it.
That's sick. That's fun, dude. Run clubs are like they've got so popular in the last few years. It's so cool. It's such a better way to like socialize and meet people.
Yeah. I feel weird calling it a run club because it's so much more, and we're hosting all these crazy events. Like in January, we hosted an overnight 100K 100 miler.
I remember that. Was that in the snow?
Yeah.
Like in the winter?
Yeah. I think I spoke about it last time I was on here.
Yeah.
Like it was right before I was about to do it, but on the snowiest, coldest, windiest night of the year.
That's so sick.
And it was like, if you did it in a relay team, you did 100 miles. If you did it solo, you did 100K. We had a guy, John Cole, he ripped it this year. He did that at like a 540 pace for 100K.
Holy
kilometer, 540 kilometer.
Dude, that's fast. Dang.
Yeah.
And it's mountainous, right?
No, that was a 5 kilometer loop, but it's super icy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, we're like, not crampons, but like, what the hell are they called?
Yeah, micro spikes.
Micro spikes, yeah. Or yak tracks. Maybe that's an American thing. I don't know. Damn, that's fun. I got to come up to Montreal at some point though.
Yeah.
Should I come in the summer or winter?
Summer is electric, but winter we sometimes get a ton of snow. This winter was amazing for snow.
Yeah, I need to make a trip up there. Maybe how's the weather in like September?
Good.
Actually, we got September. What about like October?
It's fall time. It's gonna start getting a little bit cold. It's gonna be good. Good running weather.
Maybe I'll come up there in October.
Yeah.
I want to see Montreal. I've never been.
We have some awesome ultras in October.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of ultras?
Mountainous, long, hard.
Like hundreds?
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to ask you about your was it 1,000 kilometer?
Oh, the relay.
The relay, like speed project style?
Yeah. It was 1,120 kilometers split between 3 guys.
And you guys just made this up, right? Like it was not an official event or anything?
Yeah. So the idea behind that, we call it Siren, Montreal to Halifax, which I think it was like the same distance as running New York to Chicago.
Damn.
Or like running north to south of the UK and then some.
1,000. Wait, what was the distance again?
1,120 kilometers.
So that's like
600.
That's like over 600 miles.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so far.
Yeah.
That's that's like a fifth of the United States. That's from east to west. That's crazy.
Yeah. So we did that in November, so it was still really cold. We got like all the types of weather, like rainstorms, snowstorms, mud. We cut through like Maine for a bit in the States. And the idea behind that was just like these relay races are getting so popular. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, they're just like a little bit too easy. Not all the time, but just like if you see like 14 people splitting 100, 200, 300 kilometer
Right.
distance, it's like, okay, like they're not even running a marathon at that point,
Yeah.
which that's fine. Like do what you want to do, have fun with your running. But I want to do something that really tests me. So splitting up that distance between 3 guys with 0 crew, it was hard.
Dude.
It was really, really hard.
So
it's a test of friendship.
3 guys, no crew. So you each ran roughly 200 miles? Or
Yeah, this one got really messy because it was us scouting the route as well. So there were days where like we just like running on the highway was pretty dangerous when there was no shoulder. So we had to like skip that section and like backtrack and find a way. And we were on a little bit of a time limit. So there's some days where we maybe only got like a marathon in. And then like I would just like run around the car at night just to like log up my kilometers to be like, okay, what are my legs actually going to feel like on day 5 of the real Psy run?
Yeah.
So we had to like scout the route, and we had all these atlases, finding all these fire roads, and
Oh my gosh.
there were so many wild stories.
Dude, that's wild that you scouted it while you were running it. Because as far as I know, I think when like Nils and them do speed project stuff, they'll like drive the route first and then run it.
It's shorter,
think.
and just like it's just a big time commitment.
Yeah.
So we didn't have the time. So just like, okay, let's just send it.
Dude, that's crazy.
We have 5 days off. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. So it took you 5 days?
5 or 7 days. I think 5.
Dude, the content from it looked gnarly.
Yeah.
Like, was it your Achilles that was jacked up?
Oh my God, dude. Both my Achilles just exploded. Not actually, but they got jacked up.
I've seen you do some crazy shit. That looked like the most pain that you've been in.
Definitely like the most like acute pain. Like every morning I'd wake up, I couldn't walk. I'd literally fall out of the car and crawl and then just barely walk. Like walking from the car to the gas station bathroom took me 10 minutes. And I was crying. I was crying in pain. And then slowly just walk, get a little bit of stride in, and then I'd always be able to end up running by the end of the day.
What kind of car did you guys have?
Jeep Cherokee, my mom's Jeep Cherokee.
Your mom's Jeep Cherokee. 3 guys in there? Did anybody run through the night, or you guys would all stop and sleep at
We
night?
would all stop and sleep at night.
How did you fit 3 people in a Jeep Cherokee for a week?
So we had a tent. So we didn't need to sleep in the Jeep Cherokee until our tent got ran over by an 18-wheeler.
Oh, and how did that happen?
So we had like a roof cargo box, and it was like day 4 or something, and we were all just so tired, and I don't know who it was, but one of the 3 of us forgot to close the roof cargo box, and it was definitely me. And so we were driving like a good amount of the ways with the cargo box on the roof just completely open.
Oh no.
So we were all in the car at one point, and then we were like, hey, I was like, did we just hit a bird with the roof or something? Like I heard a big thump. And we pull over, and then a car pulls over behind us, and they're like, oh my God, I hit something. I have no clue what it was.
Oh.
It was white, and it came out of nowhere. And then we were like, where's our tent? Where's our tent?
No.
And then we drive like a kilometer back, and we see it just like in 10 different pieces.
No. So then did you sleep in the car the last couple of days?
We were we slept in the car, but we were close enough to Halifax that my buddy Malcolm drove out in a Tesla, so we were able to sleep 2 in one car, 2 in the other.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What was harder, doing that or TSP solo? Because TSP solo was 300 miles.
Yeah.
And this was do you remember how much you ended up running for this one?
No, I need to check my watch. A couple hundred for the week.
Yeah. What was harder, you think?
Dude, it's so different because TSP solo, it's all about me.
Yeah.
And the only person that take the responsibility. So it's the difference between doing something solo and doing something with teamwork.
Yeah.
And managing expectations with what you want from your teammates and communication and still being patient and loving and kind when all you want to do is tear their head off. Because you got
That's tough.
Yeah. So Siren was probably harder. But TSP was freaking hard too.
TSP looks gnarly. Dude, and I've done it twice now, but with a team.
Yeah.
And doing it with a team is fucking hard.
Well, that's the thing. Like this is just TSP on steroids, kind of.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
Canadian cold.
Way harder, I think, though. But
It's the no crew that gets you.
yeah. Yeah, because you have to drive. You have to plan the route.
It's run, sleep, drive, run, sleep, drive, run, sleep, drive. You're doing one of the 3 at all times.
And how long did you guys each kind of run at the same, like,
We were doing 10K splits.
oh, so like pretty long.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, we do like when we do TSP, we do like no more than 5K, and then like at some points we get down to like 800 meters, and it's like
But you're blitzing it.
yeah, it's
You
like
were so fast.
it's like
I remember seeing clips.
3 minutes. Yeah, I think I average like 650 per mile.
Dude, that's awesome.
So that's like 405 per K or something like that. So it was, but it's like you have a team of 6 people, so you can run a lot faster. But yeah, dude, that sounds gnarly. That sounds like just some good old fashioned suffering
Yep.
with your friends.
Yep. We're just going on. Some people go on vacation. We're going on an adventure, and we need a vacation after.
Dude, it's like some masochistic type stuff. I mean, at some point, anybody that runs, I think they're a little masochistic.
Yeah.
Like you have to enjoy at least a little bit putting yourself in like a state of suffering. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it.
I got inspired by these people in Poland that did it. At TSP, I met these this European team that they're like, yeah, we have something like this in Poland. You're not allowed a crew, and our car exploded and was set on fire. And I was like, what the hell? Like, this sounds like something I want to be a part of.
That's crazy.
It might be sword athletics. I can't remember.
That was the kind of the inspiration for the Montreal to Halifax.
Well, it was like, okay, like people are trying to push the boundaries of these relay races. Like, let's push it further.
Yeah. I think you might know more than me, but I'm pretty sure Nils, that's a like founder of TSP. I think what the concept of that is like him and his friends will like go do a route, establish it, prove that it can be done, and they never post about it or anything. And then it's like the secret underground, like TSP kind of chats and stuff. That's like, there's a route from here to here. Go do it if you want. Yeah. Is that kind of how they go about it? Like, it's like him and his friends just go do it?
I don't know him that well, but I remember in the meeting, he said like just one weekend, him and his friends were like, how fast can we run to Vegas?
And they've done a lot of them now. Like they did the Chamonix to somewhere on the coast of France. Then they did like the Atacama, Chile one.
Yeah.
That one looks sick. Yeah. I've heard that one's gnarly because you can't have RVs down there. There aren't any RVs. So you have like pickup trucks.
There's like an army stop too along the way.
Oh, like a border patrol kind of deal or something? That sounds crazy. I've heard that one's gnarly. And because you really can't have crews. You're not going to get a crew to fly down to Chile.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Damn, I want to do the France one, the Chamonix. That one looks sick. I think somebody needs to do one from like Phoenix to Vegas. That'd be a fun route. You could go through like Sedona.
They did the secret one?
They did Salt Lake to Vegas.
Yeah.
And then we did the secrets one this year, which was LA to Vegas, but like checkpoints. So like you went longer, like Joshua Tree. Yeah. So like an extra 100 miles. But I think you could do it. We were talking about it during this year's TSP. Is like, we should just make our own route of like somewhere in like Montana to like Banff or something. Yeah. Like some sick like mountain route. Yeah. The mountains get a little tricky though, because usually it's just like one road that goes through the mountains. That can get real dangerous. But
dude, the thing about doing these through the mountains is like, you want, like, if I'm running near the mountains, I want to summit the mountain. I want to take the single trail, go to the summit, and go back down.
And you're just on a road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
The road running pisses me off, man.
I hate the roads. You seem to do, I mean, TSP was road. The Halifax thing was road, right?
We tried to find as much like fire logging roads as possible. So that makes it more entertaining, a bit more loving.
Yeah, and TSP is, the route you did was, you could power line, right?
Yeah.
So that's maybe like...
I think it was like 60% road.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I hate the roads too. Dude, the route we did this year for TSP was way more road. It was like 90% road. Yeah, it was. I felt way more beat up after this one.
And it's crazy because you see the mountains right next to you.
I know. Like, why can't we just run up there?
It's aggravating.
Yeah, there was an option to go through the mountains, but I think a few teams got stuck because there was like just like gnarly roads or something. Yeah. But yeah, man, dude, the running's wild. There's so much to do with it. Like, there's so many different types of running with it. The TSPs or the 100 milers or the marathons. Soon to be the XTRAILS.
Yep.
I love it, man. You got any other races coming up?
Yeah, I'm doing Meet the Minotaur.
I've heard that's in BC or Alberta?
Yeah, Alberta. Crow's Nest Pass. That's one with a cash prize.
I was looking at that race. I think it was sold out though. Or maybe the dates didn't line up or something. I can't remember. I saw that race though.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of days before you come to BC.
That's probably what it was.
But dude, that one's so exciting. 33 kilometers with 3,000 meters of elevation gain.
Dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah, and then we also go all the way back down.
Holy crap. Is it just up and then back? That's it?
it's a huge climb, a couple mini climbs, and then a huge descent. I'm pretty sure.
What's the date of it? Do you remember?
I have it on my calendar.
Maybe
You're gonna come up early?
there's a chance. Maybe
Might be able to get you a bib. It's on the 21st, June 21st.
Dude, that could potentially work. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna see if it, because that sounds sick.
Yeah.
And it's where's it at again?
Crow's Nest Pass,
At which part of Canada?
Alberta.
Alberta. Okay. Is that near like Banff?
I don't know that. I think it's like near Fernie, British Columbia.
Oh, okay.
Probably not too far from Banff.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that race. Okay, I'm gonna look into it. That sounds dope.
Yeah. So there's a cash prize, and I'm going to Banff like a week before, and I know myself, I'm not going to taper for this race, especially if it's only 30K.
Yeah.
I'm not going to taper and have perfect legs. So my legs are going to be fried for this race. So I think I'm just going to like power hike the up, let everyone pass me. And then once the downhill comes, take out my camera and just boom, see if I can go from like last place to like 5th or something.
That'd be sick.
Just from the downhill.
The downhills just take balls, really.
Yeah.
And trust in yourself.
And it's like really like from what the videos show, it's really, really tiny rocks. So you could kind of like slide down them a little bit. And if you're falling, like it'll fall with you. So it's not going to be that bad.
Yeah.
I hope.
Interesting. Damn. I might come up and run it with you. That
Yeah.
sounds sick.
Yeah.
Any other like big races or anything?
I'm doing a Quebec Mega Trail 135. So I think that's like 90 miles, 135
That sounds
kilometers.
about right. Yeah. Is that the one where you like run on the beach and stuff, or that was a different one?
No, I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Gaspésia.
Yeah. Remember you talking about that one? That
Yeah.
one sounded sick.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a beautiful race. I took a 6-hour nap during that race.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. And you still finished it,
Still finished.
like within the cutoff.
Dead last, yeah.
Just a 6-hour nap.
Yeah.
Again, that's not a nap. That's that's just a full night of sleep.
That was so fun though. I was just like, I don't want to run through the dark. I'm gonna wait for my homie to catch up.
I should try that for like 100-miler or something.
Yeah. Just take it, have fun.
Yeah, just enjoy it. I don't know, dude. I like going fast.
I was hunting for the podium for the first 50K. I think it was like 108K total. For the first 50K, I was hunting for the podium. I was like always like somewhere between like 3rd and 5th, 6th place. And then I reached the halfway mark and I was like, I'm already blown up. Like, who am I kidding? This isn't gonna happen. So I took a nap, had a bunch of soup, and I was like, I'm having fun.
Would you ever do any of the like 200-milers in the U.S. like
Oh yeah.
Cocodona
Oh,
or
yeah.
Moab or anything?
I'm trying to get into the Great Divide. I don't know if you know Sinister Sports.
I've heard of
Something like that?
I've heard of the
Sinister-
Great Divide one.
Yeah. So that's in between British Columbia and Alberta. 200 miles.
All like mountains and stuff, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. That sounds sick.
Yeah. 100-hour cutoff.
Damn. Dude. The 200s are I don't know if I have a desire yet. Maybe I'll do one eventually.
I'm there. I'm ready to have fun.
You're ready to do it?
Yeah.
Have you spectated like crewed or anything for a 200?
No. I just did TSP.
Yeah,
Like
I mean that's
similar.
essentially, yeah. Dude,
But now it's gonna be cool to have like a designated route, designated aid stations.
Yeah.
Like you could just turn your brain off.
yeah. Dude, the 200s I've been to, people just are zombies. Like they're not even humans anymore. They turn into literal zombies. And I don't know if I want that yet.
You get ultra brain. That's what I call it.
For sure, Ultra Brain. I mean, I got that even from my 100-miler.
Yeah.
Like towards the end of it. Like I was trying, and like the short film we have coming out, I was like trying to do basic math of like how far somebody's ahead. And it was 5 + 5. And it took me like 30 seconds to do 5 + 5. And I'm like, dude, it's just Ultra Brain. And that was only 50 miles in.
Yeah.
Ultra Brain is real for sure.
Yeah. I feel it whenever I'm talking to like my family or my friends, like at the aid station, like I'm just like, they're trying to have a conversation with me that's outside of the race.
Yeah.
And I'm just like not even there.
No. Yeah. It's, I feel like it's low level brain damage or something. I don't know. Or maybe you're transcending. I don't.
Ultra running is worse than cigarettes.
Yeah, arguably it could be. I don't know. I love this.
I'm
shit,
not
though.
doing it to get healthier.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Damn, I'll do one eventually. You're gonna do that 200 though? You think?
Hopefully, I don't know if it's sold out, but tickets are expensive, so I'm trying to figure out some way to get
200s
in.
are so expensive. The Arizona Monster, they got a bunch of shit for it because it was like $2,500 or something.
Yeah.
And then people were so pissed because they were like having to shit in buckets.
Yeah,
and
I saw
stuff.
that. I saw that.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was also the first year they did it. So
Yeah.
I'll give them some
I mean, it
praise,
makes
but-
sense, like pooping in the buckets if you're like in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, like
Because I heard you were supposed to just like clean up like take out the bag. So it's a fresh bucket, fresh bag every
Right.
time, which isn't the worst.
That seems fine.
But apparently the volunteers just had to like clean up like mountains of poo.
Oh, yeah, I feel bad for the volunteers for sure.
Yeah. But I don't know. This is one Reddit post I read.
Yeah, everybody has their opinion. Whatever. Dude, I love that.
What about you? Any races coming up?
Crazy Mountain 100. That's in like
3 weeks?
two months.
Okay.
I got time. It's like end of July.
Nice. Oh yeah, right after
yeah.
Canada.
I don't want to like get too cocky, but I think I could go pretty fast.
Nice.
Now that I mean, the biggest thing with like Bighorn last year was just like get it done.
Yeah.
And I still finished like top 10%.
Yeah.
And I like felt like I was pretty conservative for that.
10%.
Yeah. So I was like, out of like 360 people, I was like 32nd or something like that. So I don't know. And Crazy Mountain's a harder race though. It's like a legit mountain race. So but now that I know, I've seen the course, I like pace a friend there and stuff. I think I could like do decently there. I don't know if I'm gonna win it necessarily, but I want to give it my all.
It's tough comparing yourself to the other people
for sure,
compared to just like how fast can I do this course.
Right. And that's what I'm more concerned about.
It's going to make a big difference.
Yeah. If it's hot or if it's rainy, whatever, cold, anything like that.
Are you going into it where it's like finishing is your number one, or are you like ready to like blow up and be like, okay, I gave it my all and like DNFing is a possibility?
I mean, I don't think DNFing is ever a possibility.
Okay.
I mean, and if anything, it's like if you go out too fast and you blow up, like you bank some time.
Yeah.
I get to walk for 10 hours, 20 hours, whatever. So I don't think I would ever DNF unless I was like injured. Like if I literally could not move.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'd ever DNF. Like I'd be fine to take dead last.
Yeah. Or get cut by the cutoffs.
Or miss the cutoffs or something. But yeah, I mean, that was like the one thing from Bighorn I not regret, but in hindsight, I'm like, dude, I could have gone faster.
You don't know though.
There's definitely points where I was like, I should have pushed harder there. Or I could have. It's hard in the moment too, because you're running 100 miles. But yeah, I don't know. I want to see what I can do.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I feel fit for sure.
And no matter what, you finish in a sprint.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Yeah. Like hundreds are just crazy. And it's just such a long time to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
That so much can happen.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm pumped though. I'm excited to just like, the mountains are so beautiful at this race. I think it's, besides like Hard Rock, I think it's probably the most beautiful trail race in the United States.
Okay.
As far as I've seen. Maybe Bigfoot 200, that looks really epic, or like some of the ones in Washington. But yeah, the Crazy Mountains in Montana are just unreal.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, dude. Do you have any like bucket list things you want to do? Like UTMB or...
No, honestly,
like
I've had that question asked me a couple of times. I don't have any races that are like, that's my dream race.
What about like events, or not an event, but like a rim to rim to rim type of thing, like not an official event, but like go like some Mont Blanc or something like that?
They're usually more spontaneous. Like I get the idea and I do it that year.
Okay.
XTRAILS is what's taking.
That's the thing right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, getting that real.
I like that. What about has anybody done like a Canadian Transcon? Surely somebody's done that.
Yes. Terry Fox tried, and then
tried.
You don't know the story?
Huh.
Terry Fox? The Marathon of Hope?
No.
Dude, yeah, that's like my whole childhood. We have a Terry Fox run. He was doing it for cancer, and he was doing it on one leg, and he died of cancer during this attempt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did he know he had cancer going into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the whole thing.
Okay.
And yeah, there were like 3 or 4 guys that have done that route.
When was this?
Terry Fox?
Yeah.
80s or 90s?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's dope.
Was he the first person to try?
I believe so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And he had one leg?
Yeah, he lost a leg because of cancer.
And
Dude, you never heard of Terry Fox?
No.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
I guess it's just a Canadian superhero.
That's crazy. Okay, I got to look into this more. Is there like a film or like a book or anything? Okay.
Yeah. He has swag too. He has like a curly afro and he's wearing cotton t-shirts.
Really?
Yeah, he's cool.
Dude, the 80s running vibe was sick.
Yeah.
Okay, Terry Fox. I got to look that up.
Yeah.
Interesting. You never want to do like a Transcon or anything like
that?
Like that?
Much road running? No chance.
I have no desire for a Transcon. If anybody has any desire to do that, kudos. Because no, thank you.
Yeah. Just highway, just seeing cars.
It sounds miserable.
I'd rather like try to like summit every mountain in a certain region or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's fun.
For sure.
And descend as fast as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do like the 14ers in Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sign the FKT or something. Or go for the FKT. Or just do it for fun.
Yeah. FKT only descents.
Ooh, that could be something. Did you see the thing Killian did?
Yeah.
What was it? He did like every peak in France, or what was it?
It was something similar to that. I just remember like he parked his car in a construction zone.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing a clip of that was so funny, and he was like so far away, like at a mountaintop, like trying to like unlock it so the construction worker could move it. So
dude,
funny.
he's not human. He just did something. He's training for, is it maybe UTMB or is he doing Western States maybe? Or it's one of like the big races he's doing this year, and he's training for it. And he did like a full week of like it was a marathon, 26 miles. But every day was like 3,000 meters of vert, and he was doing all of them in under 3 hours. Maybe it was 3,000 feet of vert. I think it was 3,000 feet.
Makes more sense.
So like 1,000 feet or 1,000 meters.
Yeah.
But either way, it was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He's a freak. Not human.
He would be amazing at XTRAILS.
Dude, he would crush.
Was it him that like created his own race and everyone said it was like too dangerous, too hardcore?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a machine. Did you watch the film they put out from his I can't remember.
I think I might have watched it with you.
It came out end of last year, I think. It was the only place you could watch it was on the normal website, his like clothing brand.
Okay.
Crap, what is it called? What are the name of those mountains? And it's like on the border between France and Spain. I cannot remember it for the life of me. But he did like all these peaks. It was crazy. It's like such a sick film. It's nuts. But anyways, we could talk about ultra running all day.
Yeah, we could.
Anything else? That's all. That's about all I got, I think.
Yeah.
XTRAILS of the moon.
XTRAILS to the moon.
If anybody wants to like follow XTRAILS, follow you, get updates, like potentially go to one of these events.
Yeah.
Where's the best place to do that?
At XTRAILS_.
XTRAILS_ on Instagram.
Yep.
Is there like a website or anything yet or no?
Not yet. We're still really new, still building everything.
Okay.
And then me, Run Nik 100km, Instagram, YouTube.
Beautiful.
We're doing everything.
I'm excited, man. I'll put all the links and stuff down in the description of the podcast, but this was fun, man.
Thank you for having me a third time. Pierce, I'm coming for you.
Of course, dude. I'm sure there'll be a fourth in the near future.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Thanks, Nik.
Appreciate it.
We'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a review, and share it with a friend. We'll see you in the next one.